If you can believe it, people think I'm sexist. I can't imagine why. Even when Kesha's airbrushed and in a magazine, she still looks dirty. She says, "I'm not trying to be slutty. I'm not trying to be, like, go to the club and get a bunch of guys." What a wordsmith. That's the Billy Ray side right there, I'm sure. I'm sure you've heard the name Kristen Stewart by now. If you haven't, she's the wooden little bitch that plays the generic emo skank lead character in the Twilight movies who can't act worth a shit, but seems to think she's the next Meryl Streep. If you want to get drunk with your slutty friends and dance, but not get hit on by guys you don't know, then don't go to the club. But recently, I was told by a girl who's never actually met me that I have a problem with women. Now, I hate to ruin my own illusion that I've spent a year and a half building, but you do realize I label myself a comedian and list my videos on YouTube as entertainment for a reason, right? Apparently, people don't understand that they're offended by something so over the top that there's no way they should actually get offended by it, but they do, because they're morons. To these women, I say, if you can't handle the heat, get back in the kitchen. But in all seriousness, my closest female friends will tell you that I'm a pretty nice guy, and I give them money from time to time to make sure they don't actually tell people that, because it would ruin what I've got going on here. However, this girl who said this to me, who can get over herself, by the way, I was trying to do her a favor, she's not without merit. In fact, I do have a problem with some women. Take, for example, a scene I witnessed at a local pub this week. I was out with a group of people, including a male friend of mine, and one of his friends, a female, who brought along her boyfriend. She was drunk, as was her boyfriend, and her boyfriend started flirting with some other bar skanks, which I believe is the only language drunk bar skanks understand. So, she gets all moody, and then starts hugging and kissing my friend, a guy who's unfortunately stuck in the role of the nice guy or the shoulder to cry on. So, she's kissing his cheek, his neck, she's rubbing up against him, obviously to get back at her boyfriend she's mad at. And of course, 5 minutes later, douchebag boyfriend is back and she's sitting on his lap, dry humping him and licking the back of his throat. My friend left possibly with his hopes up and his spirits down. Now, here's why this pisses me off. Girls, and I'm talking to girls here, you're not women, stop fucking doing this to men. A young and stupid Buckley, before he became a jaded and cynical online comedian, found himself in this situation before, and I'm man enough to admit that I've learned from my mistakes and don't allow this shit to happen to me anymore, and I feel like I probably should have intervened in this situation, being the wise older man that I am. These are the types of girls who say shit like, "Oh, if I wasn't with him, I'd totally date you," or "if only blah blah blah." Shut the fuck up. If you've ever done this, you should understand that you're human garbage. I understand why you do it, to make the person you really want to be with jealous, as well as for your own gratification. It feels good to be adored by more than one man, as it feels good for men to be adored by more than one woman. And guys shouldn't pull this shit either. Don't use another person's feelings against them for your own personal gain, and what really do you gain from this? A stay of execution for a relationship that's clearly fucked anyway? This girl should have told her boyfriend to fuck off right then and there, and then told my friend the truth, that she's not really interested, and that she's sorry for being such a cunt. Do I have a problem with women? No. I have a problem with people who are trash, male or female. I respect those who deserve respect. And as for some women, you wonder why there are no more nice guys left in the world? They exist. They're just not up to your fucking standards of looks, or you already fucked them all up with your head games so much that they had no choice but to become assholes to actually land a girl, because that's what you really want. You don't want a nice fella with a sense of humor. That's bullshit. You want a 6'3" chiseled douchebag who will treat you like shit and apologize later only to do it again. Stop lying to yourself and live with what you've chosen. To paraphrase an old saying, you made your bed, so get fucked by an asshole in it.